conversion complete. Wave 2 units commence assault and activate escort programs. Eliminate all troops encountered. Multi-troop transport must arrive at the palace gates intact. Thwart clone ion disruptor attacks.
So, the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta has given us a good opportunity to try out the game, and it's time to answer the question, is it worth buying? First up though is a big kudos and thanks to EA and DICE for doing the free beta, which has been open to everyone, giving potential purchasers a pretty comprehensive chance to download and play the game for free, to decide whether it's the game for them before they buy it. After reaching max rank 10 overall, with sub rank 6 on the assault class, 8 on the heavy, 7 on the officer and 4 on the specialist sniper, I can say that I have put enough time into the beta to make the decision about whether I should be buying the game. With Battlefront 2, DICE have taken the criticisms they received from the first Battlefront, which although beautiful in terms of graphics and sounds, was lacking in content and depth, and sprinkled a fair bit of the Battlefield 1 magic onto the Star Wars franchise to come up with, in my opinion, a surefire winner. The Frostbite engine delivers a stunning looking game, with the city environments of Naboo a pleasure to fight through and fly over. The wooded area in the strike mission is reminiscent of Argonne Forest in Battlefield 1, so be prepared to be amazed by the look of the game. The Starfighter assault missions look unbelievably good, like you're flying around in an actual Star Wars film, and they will take your breath away. Battlefront 2 sounds amazing, with all the weapons and ambient sounds pulling you into this painstakingly recreated Star Wars universe. The movement is similar to Battlefield 1, but with the prone position being replaced by a combat roll, which you can now not only do from side to side, but also forward and back. Rather inexplicably, your character can't mantle and climb over walls or obstacles. You've got to find boxes to jump on to get over things. The laser guns feel solid and have more recoil than in previous games. A similar improvement, in my opinion, to the difference in feel from the guns in Battlefield 4 to Battlefield 1. It's difficult to judge gameplay because we were only given 2 multiplayer infantry modes, but Strike, or Capture the Flag, was a lot of fun and very exciting when the attacking team worked together. And Galactic Assault gave the feeling of a running, asymmetric battle, but they both played well, and importantly, it felt like the decisions you made about the class you chose and the tactics you used made a real difference to your performance, which, again in my opinion, is the essence of a good, enjoyable shooter. A big difference is the class system, where we now have 4 distinct trooper types with their own weapons and abilities or star cards. This not only simplifies the tactics because each class's role is easily identifiable, but also makes the progression deeper because you can customise the class within its overall capabilities to suit your playstyle or the situations you'll be facing. I'm not too fond of the way you unlock new star cards to enhance your abilities and get new weapons and gadgets. They're gathered by opening loot boxes which are bought with in-game points, and those points are themselves earned in-game, but of course you'll be able to buy loot boxes too. I'd much rather have a simple XP based progression system where as you hit certain ranks you unlock the next lot of star cards to change your abilities, weapons and gadgets. The reason, supposedly, for the swapped loot crates is that Battlefront 2 has no season pass. All the content will be coming for free, and this has to be paid for somehow. While we're on my list of dislikes, I don't like the way the spaceships control. I haven't got used to it yet, but maybe that's just me. I definitely don't like the inclusion of elite hero classes, although I know they're very popular. I just can't stand the fact that you walk around the corner as a normal trooper, and if you see Darth Maul in front of you, or Han Solo, you are effed. There's nothing you can do. Unless they're very, very weak, they will kill you. I don't like the lack of a big map that can come up when you hit the pause menu or when you've got to spawn in, because I enjoy in Battlefield 1 being able to choose where I want to spawn and just be able to see what's going on in the battle and where to go. You know, these are big maps, some of them, and you just, until you get used to them by running around in the maps, you know, several times, you don't know what's going on. And I really don't like the lack of squads and squad spawning, which I think is an integral part of the success of the Battlefield series. However, despite all of this, based on the beta, I've got to say that Battlefront 2 is going to be a stunning game. The graphics, sound, gunplay, game modes and class system remind me of and are similar to the feel of Battlefield 1, which in my opinion is the best shooter ever made. Now, this has put me in a bit of a quandary. I always assumed that I wouldn't be buying Battlefront 2. It's coming out after COD World War II, and I just wouldn't have the time to play the COD campaign, the COD multiplayer and the COD zombies, as well as keeping up with Battlefield 1, let alone Rainbow Six Siege, Ghost Recon, The Division and Sniper Elite. But because DICE have done such a good job with Battlefront 2, because they have made it feel like Battlefield 1, I haven't got a choice. I have to buy it. This game will be too good to let pass by. I have a strong feeling that Battlefront 2 will be more fun to play than Call of Duty World War II. Now, I know my channel is mainly about boots on the ground shooters, but I think Battlefront 2, along with Battlefield 1, will go down as the definitive shooters of this console generation, and I will not miss out on such a game. So, should you buy Battlefront 2? Absolutely. It's going to be an amazing experience. Will I be buying Battlefront 2? Absolutely. But I'm not sure when. I haven't budgeted for this title, and there's Rogue Trooper and Raid World War II coming out mid-October, and I was planning to buy them. So I may have to wait for Battlefront 2 until December or January, when it might get a little cheaper in the price wars between Activision and EA. Or maybe I could skip Rogue Trooper and Raid World War II, do a little more overtime, and then pre-order the game before release. Anyways, the big conclusion is you definitely should, and I definitely will be buying Battlefront 2. The only question left is, when? Okay, that's enough from me. Please put your questions and comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.
Grenade prime! Transport hit! MTT under fire! Lots of damage! New ally on site! Ready for attack! Target acquired.
MTT targeting weapons.
Targeting grenade! Republic ally arriving. Big trouble!
The MTT is in position. Clear the area of clone resistance and prepare for Phase 2. The Palace Throne Room has been sealed. All units proceed inside and override the door control systems.
Roger, roger.